What's up?
Hello, one and all. I'm Breaking Up Brad.
I'm Matt Mellish.
I'm Ethan the Artisan.
And I'm Block.studios.
And we are the Stud Buds. How we all doing today, guys? What is up, one and all? Welcome out to the stream. As always, we are always happy to have you guys out here. Guys, it's the usual crew of the Stud Buds. No guests today, but that's fine. We have the amazing crew as always. Matt, Ethan, Zane. We're gonna talk about some leaks. Not leaks. Whoa, no, definitely not leaks.
We're talking about leaks, Brad. We're talking about leaks.
We're talking about Lego news. Stuff like the Home Alone set that just got announced. Excited to talk about that with you guys. We got an amazing theme for tier lists. We got a little bit of Lego trivia later on, and we got some investments and I think a few mocks. So let's get right into it. Let's switch it up. Zane, how was your week this week, Lego wise?
My week this week has actually been very, very productive. All right, we'll make it quick. We'll make it fast. We built the 1966 Batmobile right here. Okay, I love the Joker. Love the mustache. Okay, we built the tumbler right here. We love the tumbler. It's beautiful. By the way, accidental drop test on this. It didn't break. It was on my PC. It fell off the PC, hit the desk, and then hit the floor. Didn't break. This thing is solid. I give it a 10 out of 10 for strength.
You should make a video on that.
Is it swooshable?
It's rollable.
Rollable.
It's rollable.
It's zoomable.
Zoomable. Roomy, rollable. All that stuff. We built the Tauntaun AT-AT micro thingy, whatever that is.
Microfighters.
Oh, shit, microfighter. And then I dropped him.
G-rated content.
All the way. And then we have to build this next. I wasn't gonna get this set because I have the 20th anniversary one and I have the 2000, but I really like Boba Fett, and then I want one of these in my office. So I was like, you know what?
That's a good one for the office.
Exactly.
I liked it.
Speaking of the office, what an amazing set that is coming out.
Speaking of the office, but honestly, that is it for me for this week. But I kind of did a lot. But sorry, I forgot one. I forgot one or two. I did Iron Monger as well.
Oh, nice.
I actually love this set. Like, I'm not a big mech guy.
That is a big mech.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like I gotta go get the Hulkbuster. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
mechs are cool.
This one was actually a lot of fun and very unique, and it's got shooters all over the place. And then this other thing glows in the dark.
Does it bother you that it's not accurate?
It kind of bothers me. It's a lot more slender.
Okay, for the record, it's accurate to the movie, but it's not size-wise accurate.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, here is Iron Man versus Iron Monger. Like, but I understand why it's this size. You can't really get this much detail when it's figure scale.
Well, it would have been a big fake at least.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I'm sure there are perfect mocks out there.
Sure, probably. I like this better than like Thanos or the big figs, because all they do is this. I'm not
anymore. The head moves.
The Lego
now.
dance.
Oh, the head moves now. So we do this.
Yeah, on the new Thanos fig, you can take off the head.
But this does a lot more than all that. Look at this.
Sure. Ooh,
twisty. And then it has little shooters everywhere. Yeah, this thing goes wicked wild.
Very cool.
It's crazy. So sorry. Yes, that's kind of a lot, but that's what I did this week. Built all them.
Nice. Ethan, what did you do this week?
Okay, so I love these little things. I lost the little red thing.
The visor.
But yeah, the visor. I already got a dent in this thing. I've been playing with this thing.
Dude, they're so much fun.
Yeah, like I think this is one of the best Lego products in a long time that anyone can have and will find fun with these.
Agreed.
They're just so fun.
And they're so much better than the ones I had when they were a kid, where it's like you pull it back, click, click, click. Like they really get some spin on it when you wind them up.
So 10 out of 10. I love them.
No wonder there's a dent in it.
I built baby Yoda. Got him at
nice.
What do you think?
He's awesome. I love him. He's so adorable. Look at that. I love how. Look at that. It's me.
The child.
Can that please be your Halloween costume?
Oh yes, please get some elf ears and paint yourself green.
And, you know how much I love spears. We're the same.
The spheres in his hand.
Spheres. Oh my!
It's not a
gosh.
blue sphere though.
It's I can, yeah.
All right.
But I was inspired with that, and I tried to make a I built scissors. I've been trying to make rock monster. And this one, it didn't really turn out the best. This is just work in progress. I used kind of the same technique as Baby Yoda. It looks more like a gorilla. So I don't know what this thing's gonna be. I like the head, the body's
with a face on it, like
yeah,
in Mario, more or less, like a round sphere with.
That's what I'm going to end up doing. I like the idea. It's definitely an inspiration for other products or other MOCs.
Ethan's gonna start selling his MOCs. Everybody, stay tuned for Ethan merch. Instead of merch, it's gonna be buildable figures. Ethan MOCs for sale.
No, I like that you used what you learned technique wise in that other figure to employ that for your own builds. That's very cool.
Yeah, I really like it. I might build a monkey now because that looks a lot more like a monkey than a rock monster. But yeah,
an ape.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Matt? How's your week?
My week has been very, very busy, but I'll try to go at it at breakneck speed like we've been out currently. So I got my bricks and pieces order with a lot of animals. If you want to see the full video for all of this stuff, it's going to be on TikTok. So we got a horse, we got a lion, we got an alligator, we got, well, better look at that. A white lion, baby elephant, just a lot of really cool animals from the wildlife rescue sets, which I'm really happy to finally own. Even got some of these, which are olive green, rare grass stock pieces that Ethan really wanted me to pick out, and I'm glad he did.
They're cool.
They're great.
They are cool.
Cool.
And then I sorted my pick-a-brick cup. So I have, this is half spider webs and half yellow leaves. Yes, but this was not packed this way. So if you watched last week's show, it's a very different look. It was crammed together. We even got to fit in that exact same cup all of these not windshield, but like flat glass panes.
Yeah.
Also a lot of coral. This was in the second cup. Just want to show you like the highlights. I don't know what to use coral for, so let me know what you would like to see me build with that. Yeah.
My guess would be you know what would be perfect? Underwater coral.
That would be cool. Well, I also
It's great as filler.
in my bricks and pieces order, I actually got coral that came in that Sea Ray set that you guys owned.
Coral.
There you go.
Or coral. And then I made Fish eat coral.
They do.
Parrotfish.
And all the coral is gone from the Great Barrier Reef.
No, it's not. It's still there. It's just been
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Move on.
Here we go. Okay, I made a very quick purchase on Facebook Marketplace. I made 2 quick purchases this week, which is not like me, but I couldn't resist. I got some vintage Lego.
Smash up!
And this was not together necessarily when I got it. It was just a whole thing of bricks like this times probably 5, and I didn't know what I could build from it, but turns out there were a lot of sets because I saw some instructions that they included with it, and then I realized there were some other pieces. Like, I didn't get instructions for this, but this piece was included, and I knew what set that was from thanks to Fazoom in my live stream when I was sorting this all, so I was able to actually just build all these awesome classic space sets.
Oh, that's cool.
That is awesome.
I'm really excited to own these. I never thought that I would get Lego Towns or Classic Space. And these were the minifigures with like no face prints and the legs that like they wanted to put in front instead of being able to actually articulate and sit them down. It is crazy. I also love from this fire truck this awesome ladder. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool ladder.
I miss
Extendo ladder.
I miss ladders and sets.
I know.
Your trailer fell upside down.
I know. It's hard to hold. It's very flimsy. But then, lastly, if you want to see all of those, by the way, all of those sets that I was able to build, and if you want to see what other towns in Classic Space I got, go check out my TikTok video on that I just posted yesterday. But then lastly, If Cool Guy Dom is watching, he will be extremely happy. I got a ton of Bionicle.
Oh, really?
Wait. Show that again.
Whoa. Boom. Nika.
I love how you got ripped off. That's not Bionicle, Matt.
Yes, it is. It
those
says
aren't-
Bionicle.
That's not part of the Lego Bionicle. That's the knockoff brand. No, I'm joking. I'm just messing with you.
Bionicle.
No, that's
Yeah.
I forgot about that wave. That's a crazy one.
That's a serious packaging. Wow.
I got
Bionicle had the
a
best
lot of
packaging
this.
any stats.
I remember
so-
that.
Wow.
The vintage
Is there a
haul was
reason you bought-
$30. The vintage Lego was $30. The Bionicle was all $25. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these sorts of sets
Man.
for $25. The reason I bought it was
25?
because for $25 on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, and you can turn around and sell those for way more than that too.
Well,
like
not all the
huge
pieces.
amount.
I don't know if all the pieces or instructions are included. I still have to go through all of that. But I mean, even if I wanted to sell the vintage Lego, I really don't, because I think those are really cool. And I genuinely had a lot of fun, like basically like refurbishing them in a sense, because some of the pieces weren't included and I had to find them for my own collection in the vintage sort of style that they are. And you can tell when you look at new Lego and vintage, which it is.
Yep.
I mean, I could turn around and sell those sets for a lot. I could turn around and sell this for a lot, but I'd never owned any Bionicle, and it was the thing that saved the company, Lego. So
historic.
it is historic. And I mean, I built this one. It's sitting over there on the shelf. You can't see it because they're off to the side, but I was genuinely playing with it on my own for
Right?
They're
15
fun because
minutes to a half an hour.
Was good was because you could hold them in your hand and just bash them together.
Yes.
And it's not like you had small little figs. That's why people enjoy Bionicle. And
Well, I
hopefully
think-
we'll do a tier list on them someday, and you guys will fully understand why Bionicle is awesome.
Well, I love Bionicle. I grew up with Bionicle too, and I think that's kind of why I like this thing so much, is because it's not like our normal Lego spaceship. Like, you can play with it and make it move and like stand weird ways and like attack each other. Yeah, just like how
And
I like my Darth
that's
Vader
the
one.
reason I liked Exo Force so much, was because you could like do all these cool things with them.
But you know what else is a good sell, Matt? If you ever felt like that Black Pearl right there, I would definitely
Get out of
take
here.
that off your
Get
hand.
out of here. Get out of here. No, I love the way these articulate, and the shooters on them. I never realized. Well, not like that.
Bionicle had the best shooters out of any wave, because I had some of the later waves of them and they were really good. My friends had the earlier waves. They did really good with the like shooters and like
Remember the
bombs and
disc
stuff.
shooter
Good
thing?
stuff. Yes.
Well, I never realized this, but they fit in the top of the set, and then you take this off, and then you put
Yeah.
the shooter, you load it into the little.
It makes it so you don't lose it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow, that was
the
aggressive.
original sets, you could stick the mask on top of like the containers. It was really cool.
And if it will work.
Yeah, he's talking about his $25 Bionicle haul that he
It
got,
was
like,
working
what, 11
before.
sets?
you broke
Well,
it.
the lights don't work anymore, I guess. But the light in this one definitely did last night when I was playing with it. I don't know what I did. Maybe I broke
How
it.
long were you playing it with it?
15 minutes. Gosh dang it. Well, maybe the batteries need fixed because there's a little screwdriver place for it. So yeah, but I'm really excited to build these. Go check out my TikTok if you want to see what all I really have, because that was just like the base level of everything. Brad, how was your week?
Awesome. I had another amazing week, guys. I first finished the Mos Eisley Cantina and set up a little Tatooine display.
Ooh.
I even put like
beautiful tan
Grogu and Boba and Mando all into the the reason I love the Cantina Diagon Alley too, all those figures I've never known where to put in both Harry Potter and Star Wars, I can just put there because every figure belongs there. Like it's a cantina or like Diagon Alley, like people, so
Even
really
non-Star
great.
Wars characters, you could put in there.
Technically, they look. I mean, like it just meant like your Star Wars characters. That's like, hey, this is a one-off character. I really like it. I just never have a place to put it. You can stick it in there.
Mhm.
Second, I got a couple free things this week.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Ooh.
one of my coworkers
Ah.
didn't want this, so I was able to get it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I have a few brickheads, but I don't know if I actually want to build them or save them to trade them with a Ninjago fan later on.
That'd be smart.
Those way. Second, so you guys know how I was sitting on a Rogue One Y-Wing for so long.
Yeah, you were
Used-
for like a year.
Yeah.
So I finally traded that to one of my coworkers, and I got to start off here the miniature gingerbread house.
Ooh. How old is that?
2 years because it was gift with purchase with the
Wow.
gingerbread house.
Nice.
The Christmas tree set, which was also another gift with purchase. And
Merry Christmas.
This one I'm super excited about, guys. Got the Star Wars Death Star run, which
Very nice.
I now need 2 more to finish the entire collection. So, because I'm
Which
trying to
ones
get
do you
all of them.
need?
I think they're kind of cool. Endor and Hoth of these little battle scenes.
Because you have the Tatooine one.
Yes.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
got all of those. And I'm not even done. But
Whoa.
yeah, so that stuff was all free basically. So, I mean,
But
the
wait,
Y-wing.
There's more.
The next thing I got, guys, finally got it in the mail. Santa's visit.
Ooh.
Wow.
So now I have the gingerbread house, the toy store, and Santa's visit. Which the Santa's visit is still available online if you're looking for it.
Ooh,
And last but not least,
there's more.
Oh,
Assembly Square.
Ooh.
Assembly Square.
I got this. Okay, so
Expert.
story time. I messed up a little bit, so I redeemed what I thought was $140 in points for in store. Turned out it was $100 online, $40 off. No, sorry, $40 online, $100 in store. So I got this one for $40, and then I got the Chamber of Secrets plus a couple of those little extra bags for $30.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I
So-
just redeemed them. So that's coming in the mail later on.
You know what? Brings up a question I want to ask you,
Yes.
Brad. That's all really cool, but I really want to know where you got that hat. That hat.
So
I mean,
I got this hat from the Stud Buds merch store, which is linked down below.
from the store. We have a store.
Maybe
There's a
I
store?
we
can
have
get a
store.
hat.
You can get shirts, mugs, and many other things, including cases for your phone.
cases from because I am getting a new phone, so I'm gonna need a case. I need to get a new case. for it. So
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought that up because I really need that. Matt, I think you need some other stuff too. Is there anything
Yeah.
specific that you were thinking that they might have in that store?
Maybe you need a coffee mug, or
maybe a
something to
shirt
hold your
or a
coffee while you
hoodie.
go to
oh,
a
a
word?
shirt or hoodie?
a huge Stud Buds tattoo on your chest so you can show off your.
I don't think you can buy that in the store though.
But we
Ethan.
do have
Oh.
stickers that you can just
Yeah.
attach to your chest.
Yeah.
And then if you have Zane's chest hair, you can just rip it off.
Oh, the pain is real.
Why are we talking about this still?
Oh, that's so
Um,
good. All right, Matt, Brad, Ethan.
But this time, for sure, below in the link, there is our beacons where you can find our merch store, Instagram, Discord, and everything else that you're going to want. So
we do have a store.
go check out the store, guys.
Check out the store.
No, Victor,
Yes,
you cannot.
but not from the store.
What did he say? I didn't see it. What did he say?
No,
Can I get some?
no.
Oh, some spheres, some blue spheres. Ethan, he'll put up a link for his blue sphere store.
Not
Actually,
for sale.
I have
Keeping
some.
those.
These are gray spheres, and I also
Okay,
have
we're gonna
orange
move on.
spheres
Ethan.
and blue spheres from these Bionic.
Oh, wait,
ones.
wait. Guy, ooh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
What is that?
Whoa,
beautiful
Guys.
thing?
whoa.
Speaking
Whoa.
about new things, we're going to talk about a new thing that you can now get starting November 8th.
And now for breaking news.
I love the smile. I still love that
You
smile.
say it
To the-
every time.
All
Yeah.
right,
I know I
guys.
say it, but
It
it's
finally happened. It finally dropped. We've been knowing about this one for a little bit, but oh my gosh. Home Alone set finally
Y'all knew about
dropped. And
this?
holy crap. Yeah, it was a leak. People were talking about it.
What?
Home Alone set. And can I just say, Lego went beyond,
Mhm.
above and beyond. Starting with, you can open up this panel wise. Like,
Even the
it's
top of it.
insane.
It is.
It's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a dollhouse in a
That's
way.
That's
Yes.
perfect.
And I love how there's everything scene wise from this. I mean, we got the back of the house here, and I'm pretty sure that can open up too.
Mhm.
But oh my
And is that
gosh.
reddish brown masonry bricks?
Yeah,
It
that's
is for the
brand
first
new.
time.
So we
So-
got white masonry brick from Queer Eye, and we got
Mhm.
brown from
Already
this,
ordered
so-
them.
Oh, really?
Bricks
Bricks
and
So
and
I-
pieces.
I mean, we're getting a lot of good masonry brick, which opens up a lot of options. Like people were talking, like Minas Tirith would look really good with white masonry brick, and we finally have that. And like, the bank from Diagon Alley, Green God's Bank would look great in white mason. We're getting all these great looking masonry bricks. So I'm super excited to see those in
Brick
what
bricks.
sets they can do with them.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah,
So-
how are we feeling about this, guys?
I love this thing. I love Home Alone. It's one of my childhood favorites, and I love all the detail they put into it. Like there's a train track inside of it that spins that has the basketball player on it, just like in the movie. There's the scene where he's in the bathroom where he's eating dinner by himself. Like they really captured everything in this. There's the TV with the when he orders pizza. Like they put little details in every corner of this set, and I absolutely love it.
I'm not a huge Home Alone fan. I'm not really at all. I know that's kind of controversial, but I do want to get this set because that is super. Like, it's just so cool. It's just so cool.
I love Home Alone. Honestly, like that was one of my favorite like Christmas movies as a kid. I also love Elf.
Elf.
Oh, yeah.
And strangely, I know this is off topic. The one Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's looking for the toy.
Yep. Yes.
I don't know. I
yes.
love that movie as a kid. I don't
do
know
too.
why, but
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Jingle All the Way it's called. Anyways,
Yes.
I love this set. You're right, Zane. All the Easter eggs and details is what makes it, and it just looks good.
It does.
For me, as a Lego builder, I love brick built system things.
Fun set.
A lot of Star Wars sets are primarily Technic and gray. This has a lot of cool colors that are just fun to put together in an actual house. And it's going to go perfect with the Winter Village sets as well, Brad, probably. So that would be perfect to put next to it.
City, like as a modular building, I think it's very easy to make this modular too. You just put a couple Technic pins in it. But like
a big surprise for me was getting the tree house as well with it.
Yes.
And the car that comes with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
The
really
OK plumbing.
get everything out of this. Like you
get the neighbor with the shovel. You get the mom, the bad guys. It's got the little
Honestly-
statues on the front.
Is it bad to say one of my favorite parts is that it can close up all the way, but it can open up like
No,
this?
that is so cool because
Yeah.
it gives you so much playability, and the roof comes off so you can fit your hand in there, I hope, because I know a lot of Lego sets, when they have this sort of feature, it is kind of hard to stick your fingers in there if you're an older guy like us with bigger hands.
Yeah.
But it looks to be like there is a lot of space for playability.
It does. So the roof opens up like right there where the attic is, so you can play inside that. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Like you can see the hinges right there. I just think they did a really, really good job with it.
There's a
And
lot
the
of cool
fact it
action
looks-
features.
Yes.
Yeah, and the fact that it opens up so cleanly, like it doesn't like break, I want to say, the magic of the set when you open up. Because there's some sets you open up, you're like, this is awful how this opens up. It looks good. Like it looks good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I even like how the bookshelf can fall down. Like little things like that. The furnace, how it opens up.
Yep.
There's the full, thing of Bill to be attacked going through, like all the little different ways that he attacks the people in this set.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, like, there's a giant spider like a big spider that's in it. Like, you can
Tarantula,
zip
yeah.
line.
The sled
Yeah.
going down the stairs.
Yep.
Yep.
Ethan, you haven't said much about it. What do you think?
I actually really, I mean, this is everything you can expect for an idea set. And I honestly, Ideas is probably the best Lego theme because they add detail. They don't lack anything usually.
Yeah.
Even if like the Winnie the Pooh set, I'm not the biggest fan of Winnie the Pooh, but the set just looks good. They have, and this is, I would love to get the set, but it's a lot. $250 is a lot, even though for the set it's actually not that bad.
No.
It's just it's over 4,000 parts for $250. It's actually really good.
It's 5 parts away from hitting 4,000 parts.
Ethan, are you a Home Alone fan?
I enjoy it. I mean, we watch it.
Oh, wait, sorry, not
mostly every year. So yeah.
There you go.
What about A Christmas Story?
Sorry, it's 3,955 parts in it.
4,000.
Yeah, 4,000 is way easier.
Zane, I agree. A Christmas Story house set would be really
right?
cool.
the Fragile box, you know.
I think there are some adult themes to that film that Lego wouldn't want to necessarily make it into a set for, but
Oh,
And yet, a
fuck.
film where a kid beats up a bunch of adults with torturous devices.
Yeah.
he has a BB gun.
A beat.
Oh.
Anyways, no, I like
So-
this set. This is something that I definitely
Mhm.
would like to have. I don't have any space for it or money.
And it's only Christmas. I would love it, but it doesn't fit all around the. I mean,
You could pack it up and put it away with your holiday decorations, but at the same
Brad's gonna
time,
do.
you're spending $250
Mhm.
for it. Like,
In my opinion, it's worth it. Like, I think this is an all year round set. I think this set. I mean, I have a bunch of city just buildings. I think it would go great with them, but I
Yeah.
also understand it wouldn't go great with everyone's
oh,
collection.
then you got to add snow to all your roofs.
No,
It's
you
just-
don't.
my question is, will this be a set that is around all year, or is this going to be like the Winter Village line that comes and goes with the season?
I'm gonna call it now. I can't speak, for the set in particular. It's gonna be all year round. It's an idea set. It's not a
Yeah.
Christmas set. Also for the record, this is coming out November 8th, not 1st. You can start pre-ordering on the 1st.
Okay.
And I think this is due to the shipping shortages that we've been having. It's the same reason we aren't getting the Gryffindor Common Room gift with purchase when it's supposed to be coming out because
a
of
whole other-
shipping shortages.
Yeah.
Just a lot of shipping shortages. So I think they're giving themselves a little more time to get it out there.
Is the Titanic an idea set too?
Yeah. No.
It's
It's
They-
a
it
creator-
was-
It's a creator.
It was on a Lego Ideas set a while back, but it never took off. Well, I think it was at least, but it is, as Brad just said, creator expert.
okay. All right. I'll get that one first.
This is a marketing reason, because they know that they can get away with making it less than 4,000 without it being 4,000 because it's close enough to 4,000. It's just like when they make something $99.99. That's a different marketing reason. That's because it sounds like less money,
sounds-
and you're gonna purchase it even though it doesn't say $100 and it's three digits. But
I still call
Yeah.
it 100. It doesn't.
it's
change
close
me.
enough, and then they can get away with it. If no full set of Christmas Story, at least make the Lego lamp. That would be really cool.
The
Lego
leg
leg lamp. Lego leg lamp.
Lego leg lamp. That's a lot of leg. Lego.
But yeah, that's everything that's new right now. I haven't heard anything else, and there are leaks, but we can't talk about those. So
Yeah, I really feel like we should see something that somebody's made themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brad, what do you think?
as long as it's not something Ethan's gonna show us.
Ah, okay, yeah. Matt, you're gonna have to take this one.
Ethan, take it away.
Okay, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Tear the market time.
Okay, so
It's
That's
been
a good
about
one.
a genital.
okay, so
G-rated content.
That is what? That
okay,
is G-rated.
What
Oh,
is
that's
so
that?
we got this. This is really
Alice
cool.
in
This is
Wonderland.
yes, the rabbit hole. I thought this was cool. Insane parts usage.
Yeah.
kinda fun little foundation. It's just
A
not.
little
It
trippy.
looks pretty cool. But yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Shout out to Gale's Pillar. Go follow him.
Do you have
really
a close
like-
of a cat?
So that's
this-
actually the Cheshire Cat, which is a CMF minifigure that I
Yeah.
still haven't put together. That I got a while back, though. That was from the first line of Disney figs.
Yeah.
I love the layering for the whole.
That's the main thing because it just looks really cool. Like it has that nice hole effect. Kind of similar to that one mock that we showed with all the green, like with that deer.
Oh, the
Mhm.
deer.
Has
Yeah.
that same similar effect, except usually this is the same color, but still has that illusion that it's a big deep hole. Also really like the colors of the leaves. Are those frogs right there? That is awesome. Yellow frogs. But yeah, dark orange, regular orange, and then the little palm leaves in orange and lime green. So that's super cool.
Gary the Snail mushrooms, and which is what we know Alice in Wonderland is really about. The
Yes.
mop pieces for, I think
Yeah,
it's just some
that- hey,
sort of plant.
that's-
We had
that's-
talked about that, Ethan.
I was
Because
like,
I bought mop pieces from Bricks and Pieces, and I'm like, what should I do with these? And Ethan's like, make it into a plant or coral or something like that. So there you go.
Mops into coral? What?
yeah, or
It makes
like,
sense.
Perfect, like wheat or something.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yellow frogs.
yellow frogs.
How many colors of frogs do they have?
Oh,
So
there's
many.
a lot. Are those red ones?
I will look it up while we.
There's
keep
red
going.
ones.
There's
There's
red ones. in
flowers.
There's gold
There is
ones.
red ones.
There's pink ones. Oh, not in the
There's-
build, but
There's
Well, there is red ones in the build though.
green ones.
Green ones. I want the pink ones from the bonsai tree.
Yeah, where is it? I had to show that.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. That's
Oh, look, it's a pumpkin. That's a cool
Ooh,
pumpkin.
I like the pumpkin.
Yeah.
so there's
pumpkin.
one,
Pumpkin.
two. So there's black, bright pink, dark bluish gray, green, red, reddish brown, tan, white, yellow, trans green, chrome silver, flat silver, and pearl gold.
Man,
Oh,
we need to
wow.
make an every frog is awesome set. I would love that.
Yes.
Love that. I also love
Stomp
the
it
border
out,
on the bottom.
Burn it with a flamethrower.
I love MOCs with borders.
Brad, we know
Yeah.
you don't like frogs, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he doesn't like frogs.
I also love the use of how many different like colored leaf pieces there are.
Yeah. It's not just one color. Like
Flamingo.
flamingo. Oh, there is a flamingo. That is cool. I like that.
Also, I never really saw a good use for the Lego Friends animals because it looks like they're wearing makeup, but this kind of works as like Disney creatures.
Yeah. That is cool. But
I
yeah,
dig
that's
it.
a cool mock. Shout out to Giles Pillar. Giles, I'm sorry. Type that in Instagram.
Gale
They're
Pillar.
pretty good. Yeah. You can be my name reader. Next up is a really cool mock. This was I remember seeing this probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. And this was like for a contest, I believe. But this is
Ooh.
by Moria
That's awesome.
Moria Artis. And this is like a 3D art painting, which is like super cool. Like I want to build something like this because it's really cool. It has
You could do
very cool techniques in it. Like the parts usage is insane.
Is that a
Taking a
rifle?
closer look.
Ooh.
Yeah, with flex tubing. But look, it's a torso upside down with legs.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean,
That's
I
so
don't.
cool.
But yeah, there's a yellow glizzy.
Glizzy.
It's a hot
And-
dog. Why does everyone call it glizzy?
I don't know.
It's yellow.
That's what the
it's a
kids
yellow-
are calling it these days.
Yeah.
Why we're not kids? Why are we calling it the glizzy?
Ethan is.
Ethan's a
but,
kid.
Oh, that glizzy be busting, my dude.
Oh
Totally-
my god.
Totally whack.
Moving on.
that glizzy be saucy.
Oh yeah, totally sus.
Oh my gosh.
But look
I
at the
love
nose.
the painting too.
The painting
Yeah.
is really good. Like, look at the headlight. No, the cheese slopes. I knew it was, but it's really nice and smooth.
Cheese slopes.
This is
The
this is
rifle
awesome.
coming out.
Oh yeah, I got that flex to represent the hole. The little prancing pony. That is super cool.
That's way cool.
Super cool.
What are the
Ooh,
hooves?
let's see.
I kind of know what they are, but I can't.
It looks like a.
Oh.
Just a what is it? Like a little
Uh,
cone shaped thing with the.
Aren't they called like Pez parts?
Yeah,
Or
the
there's a
Pez
weird
parts.
name.
Like that, yeah.
What are they called? Pez parts.
I honestly don't know.
PEZ Pez?
I think it's some weird name like that. It's like some
Huh.
sort of cone. It's on top of the. No, that's a different part. But yeah, they're cool. It's cool. This is a cool mock. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's. I like it. Well, that's gonna wrap up mocks.
Shout
All we
out
did
to
too this week.
Moriartis.
Yes. Well, is it time for investments? Matt?
It is time for investments, I suppose, because I mean, we had talked last week about Creator Expert, and I think this is a perfect kind of next level to the modular stuff, which is, well, you'll find out in 1 second.
It's brick investments time.
Okay. I thought it would be interesting since there is the roller coaster retiring, I believe at the end of the year, right? To go over the Creator Expert Fairground amusement rides.
Ooh.
So there are not that many of these, and I, for some reason, had imagined there being more, but it's a nice, concise sub theme that I think we could go to ask ourselves the question: is this worth investing in as a set? It is a little pricey,
Matt.
that being $379.99.
You're gonna make me want to get this now. Like every time we do investment time or start talking about one, I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. I think the set's cool, so I should get it, and also maybe as an investment.
Well, Brad, I might burst your bubble today. This might not be a necessarily good theme, or it might be an amazing theme to invest in. We don't know. We have to find out together, Brad.
That's the roller coaster we're on today for this theme. Woo!
Woo! So first off, we have the Fairground Mixer. This was the original Fairground ride that came out in 2014 and it retired in 2016. So it was only out for a couple years. It originally came at $149.99 in the US with 1,746 pieces, price per piece of 9 cents per piece. Value new today. Guess what it is?
$250.
Ethan?
200.
80.
250, 280. What we currently have on Brick Economy, it says $214.25 is what it is valued at new today, with a growth since it first came out of 42% and an annual growth per year of 4.9%. So not a really good set to invest in.
So that was $100 growth?
So it originally came out at $150. And the value new today, if it's still sealed, is $214.25.
So it's like $70 more, not a whole lot.
On Bricklink, $189 to, well, the last one is $499, but I don't know if you can really count that. But I like this set a lot. It has a lot of cool features and minifigures. It's motorized. So, by the way, all of these sets that we're going over are motorized. So they do spin and rotate, however the normal Fairground ride would. You see those trucks? Well, you can actually pack up the ride in the truck so that it can go on to the next fairground and make some kids happy out there. I think
actually cool.
There's even a minifigure here, like who's throwing up. There's the strongman contest to hit the thing and make it go up. And I don't even know how to explain that. The stilt walker. There's a lot of cool, just like features and figures and stories that you can tell with this set. Next up is the Ferris Wheel. And this is also a popular amusement park ride. But it also, the interesting fact of the matter is this works well for a fairground. This works well for a fairground or an amusement park.
True.
They're kind of different segmentation-wise. It just feels a little disproportionate here. But it does rotate. The build is a little repetitive from what I understand because you have very common similarities throughout. Yeah, a lot of triangles, a lot of cars that rotate on the Ferris wheel itself. There's just a lot of the same. There is, but I thought this interesting. Is this going to affect anything? Probably not. This is the new 3-in-1 Creator Ferris wheel set that is currently being sold, but it just doesn't compare to something like this, which is a bit more involved. Because it does, like I said, it is motorized and it rotates.
The other one, the one out now, goes more with the other set, the amusement park set.
Correct.
Being smaller like that.
Correct. So today, how much do you think this is worth, guys?
$210.
Brad? Zane says 210.
300.
Brad says 300.
How
Ethan
much is it
says
originally?
Oh, I didn't give you the specs. I'm sorry. Ferris Wheel 2015, retired in 2018, so it was out for 3 years. It originally came at $200, 2,464 pieces. Price per piece, 8 cents per piece.
Okay. I'm guessing. Sorry, I got to change my guess.
I'm guessing 300. If it was out for 3 years, that means it's not going to have a great growth on it. If what
I'd
we
say-
talked about with modulars is correct.
260. I see what you're saying, like the 2-year thing.
Yeah, 2 years is a great runtime to have a set on the shelves because it gives people the time to pick it up. But the people who may have not got it, who like wanted it right after they retired and didn't know it retired, can go and pick it up now on the secondhand market. And there's less of a supply because not as many people had bought it in the 2-year period. If it's out for more than 2 years or even 3 years, it gives more time for resellers to pick it up from the store.
Sorry, this is a really quick off
Sure.
stray, but I feel like this is kind of important. Do you guys think that sets that were bought during COVID aren't going to do well in the future because so many people got into it and so many people bought Lego and those sets were out for a good amount of time usually, and there was such a flood of people picking up. I mean, we can't find, there are certain sets we couldn't find on shelves during COVID at all because people were just buying them up to have fun with them.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the resale market in the future, like 2020 and 2021, is going to have like the prices on those sets aren't going to go up as much because people are picking up more of them.
I know that there was a COVID bump for everything in the market when COVID happened. So like older sets, especially because people were trying to buy older sets, everything like had probably a half increase in price. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying older sets will go up, but newer sets, the ones that
I
just
think-
came out, won't go up for a while.
But I think how do I say this? As the demand went up, so did the supply went down, right? So the demand for Lego rose, but more people got into it and more people bought it. So the demand or the supply went down since they were buying it, but the demand rose because there's more people who were getting into it.
Okay.
I think that creates a gap where it won't really matter. It negates each other. If anything, I think that certain sets might go up in price because
No, it was just a thought maybe. Yeah.
it depends on what the set is, I think. And if it was around directly after COVID. So for instance, the 501st Battle Pack, you couldn't find it to begin with. If it never got to be to the prevalence that it is now, that set would be worth so much today even, and it's not even retired.
You're worth
But-
so much.
But we can't imagine. Like, it was fun collecting it. It felt so good when you got your 501st Battle Pack. Like
It did.
That was fun.
Because you were seeking it for so long, it felt like, and then you finally got it. It's the hunt that always gets me going. What do you think this is worth, guys? Originally came out for $200. What would it be worth
300.
now? A few years later, after 2018, when it retired. Brad says
Yeah,
300. Zane says 260. Ethan,
380. Go.
380. Ethan, you're like right on. It's 389 for this bad boy. Currently
Okay,
on
that makes
Bricklink.
sense.
Currently on Bricklink, $300 to $425 at the moment. That's the current price, but Brick Economy says about an average between Bricklink and eBay of $389.73, and then a growth since it came out of 94%, which is pretty darn great, and an annual growth of 26% per year. Next up, we have a favorite from a lot of people, the Carousel.
Oh.
The Carousel.
What's really cool about this set is the animal builds that the folks can ride on. Also, it has 2 rotations, so it can go around this way, and the animals go up and down. So I think that kind of gives this set even more value.
Frog.
Brad, you want to ride a frog? I think the gear work and the motorization of it gives it some more value because it is just a stunning model. So originally this came out in 2017, retired in 2019, originally at $200, 2,670 pieces, price per piece, 7 cents per piece. Value new today. What do you guys think?
310.
Zane says 310. Brad?
450.
Brad says 450. Ethan?
410.
Originally $200 is now estimated on Brick Economy at 405.89 with
Wow.
a growth of 102%, which is great. An annual growth of 30% per year, which is great. Currently on BrickLink, going for 350 to 525, which is
Out of curiosity,
pretty cool.
Is there another Ferris wheel, like a bigger one?
I think from back in the day there was, but
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. I think it jumped super high in price too.
sure. I don't think it belongs to the like amusement park
No,
creator
that's fine.
expert line, but I did see that when I was looking at Ferris wheels, just as this was brought up. But
No,
if
sorry,
we
not Ferris wheels, merry-go-round.
oh merry-go-round, I don't know if there was another carousel. I don't know.
Sorry, yeah, carousel.
Go ahead, and if you want, you can pull that up. Brad.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was part of this line. I think it was a really old one. I just remember
Sure.
Canadian Papa Bear building it. I thought it was a different one. So
maybe it was this one. Maybe it was an older one. I do remember him putting that together for like multiple weeks on the Brick Play stream where we all first met. But yeah, I mean, these sets, they tend to do okay, but I think for this bad boy, being that this will be the one that costs the most out of all the ones that I just listed, currently selling at 380. So well over the most. The most before that was $200 for both the carousel, the Ferris wheel, and the Ferris wheel. So I don't know if it's going to be worth as much in the long term. It's a really cool set. They don't make a ton of roller coasters at this scale like this. I think it would be a decent investment, but I would still wager to say that there's nothing better than the Winter Village line that we've covered so far. I don't think anything is going to top that because you can get in at such a low price and buy more of them, because this is going to be, quite frankly, very hard to ship as well. And there's a lot of storage space involved with keeping it. The other one that's currently out in this theme is the Haunted House. So those are pretty cool. This will still be out for a while since it just released in 2020 at $250. What do you guys think?
Right.
Do you think that this would be a decent investment as it's retiring? Or is it something that, you could wait on? I think there are other investment opportunities at this point.
agreed. I think people do like a roller coaster, and people do like sets that move around. If you hook it up with motors, it's really cool. I don't think it's worth it though at all, because
does the motor come with the set?
No.
See,
Same
that
thing
right
with
there.
And yes, that's a big part of it. The big part of it to me too is something like modules. Everyone's building a city. Not everyone's building them. And same thing with Winter Village. Everyone,
Yep.
a good chunk of people want that Winter Village stuff. A good chunk of people want modulars, but I don't think a lot of people want amusement parks.
Yep. I mean, even having this increase at 100%, over 100% from its original price, that's great. But there are better opportunities than that where you could spend $350 for something like this and get more for your buck.
I'd rather buy the Mindstorm set that has like all the stuff. That would be cool.
I would say that roller coaster track is pretty expensive nowadays, I think.
On Bricks and
could be
Pieces,
wrong.
it's $1.50 for a piece for turn pieces. So it probably wouldn't be, at least in white. I didn't check if they're available in red.
Got it. It's interesting. I don't think this set is something that people necessarily should invest in, but who knows? I mean, this is, take everything that I say with a grain of salt, by the way. I am not a financial advisor by any means, but like we always say, we continue to look at patterns and see how things are going. And at this point, it's a great set. I don't know if it will be worth $600 at some point. Who knows? But only time will tell. Zane, what do you think of all these sets? Zane, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself by accident. Whoops.
You're good.
No, it's not my cup of tea. It's not. I'm not really big into amusement park style things, but things like the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel, I feel like will go far, because that's kind of like a timeless, classic family fun type thing. if that makes sense. You know,
Sure.
so I for a family aspect, it would be fun, but I don't think it's really the most investment capable style.
I
Does that
agree.
make sense?
I agree. Yes. It's more niche. It's much more niche.
More
But
niche.
sometimes those things do well. Sometimes they don't. I think in
True.
this case, it's just not as much as I would think it would be, being that these are motorized and there's a smaller line of them.
Exactly.
But yeah, are we ready to move on, my friends?
Yeah, I can't find out how to find this carousel on Bricklink because I can't either. I don't know how to spell carousel or
Carousel. I struggled with that at first as well.
Carousel.
Ousel.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so there's the Grand Carousel.
Okay.
Carousel.
How much is that going
alcoholic
for? How much is that going for?
So used $500 at the cheapest.
In the US.
Going up, it's quickly getting into the thousands.
Wow.
New, and I'm
What
not
year?
even looking at new yet. Released in 2009. Do you guys want to see an image of this?
Go for it.
So I don't mean to take a.
No, you're fine. You're
when
adding
you're talking
two.
about carousels, I remembered this, and
You're fine. No, you're adding
Yeah, so
value
this
to
is-
this.
I think this one's different though, because this one came with the motors. It looks like,
Ooh.
and
That
this
is
one's also
very
I'm pretty sure
large.
bigger.
Very large.
It's very
Yeah,
large.
the
This one has
dimensions
more
itself
detail,
are
but this one's bigger.
57.8, 40 by 47.7, and it's centimeters, by the way, and 8.8 centimeters tall. I think that is.
And that was the
I
only
see.
set that base plate came in.
Yeah, is it a 50 by 50?
Yes. I think
Oh,
so.
48. Okay, I
No,
remember.
no,
I know
it's like
there's some.
it's the big gray one, but I think it's green.
Yep. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
So
If
That
not
looks like
bigger.
a lot of stickers.
I know there's a 50 by 50 base plate somewhere in some set, but I don't remember which one because usually
think
they're
it's-
48 by 48.
yeah.
Zane, where are you seeing stickers?
Look at the side of the horse. Look at its eyes and stuff like that. Like that little triangle piece. Do you think that would be a sticker?
I
It
can't
feels
tell
like a
if that's
sticker to me.
brick built or if it's a sticker.
I wouldn't
think
be
it's a
surprised
sticker.
if it's a sticker. Yeah, I was like, I put stickers on like that all the
For the
time.
record, the most expensive one going, and it says mint in sealed box and original delivery box, no PayPal. It's going for $5,500 from the UK. Just-
Jeez. Wow.
This is an investment set right here. Right?
Yeah, but
not
at the same time, why is that set so much more of, or was an investment opportunity at the time when it was out than it is now? Nice.
I think it's bigger. It's more. It comes with the motors. It comes with. I don't know. I really don't know, but that is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. And I think the other older Ferris wheel is probably going for more as well, because there was one from that timeline that really increased in price.
Ferris wheels.
The snail bros down there.
My
This is a Lego
shell's
set.
bigger.
This is
Wait.
what the shell?
Which are you talking about? The 2007 Ferris wheel?
I think so. The blue one.
Yes.
It looks more Tectic-like than anything.
I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of here, because there's a big one, and I can't remember who has
there?
it that we know.
Okay. But yeah, I just don't think for some reason that
big one.
the creator expert line of these sets is going to perform very well. Well, it hasn't been historically.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. I guess that always proves that time is the differential. You know,
Yeah.
if it's out for 10 to 15 years longer, I mean that's money sitting on the shelf though. It's less of an opportunity for you to sell and resell, but for that kind of money, yeah, that's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Go for it, guys.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Are we memes?
Do you have memes?
We have one,
Then
We have
let's
one.
do memes.
and it's about
Okay.
Ethan.
Oh, great. I'm guessing randomly random.
Yep, randomly random sent this.
Hey!
Hey! Oh, that was glorious.
I'm just
Hey!
gonna I'm cutting Ethan off whenever he talks during memes now.
Oh
Just
my.
for
Hey!
randomly random.
Oh my god.
So randomly random sent this one in.
Me just enjoying the stud buds. Gray is my favorite Lego color. Ethan, trash
Basic.
and basic.
I love that one.
Ethan, what did you do to him? Ethan?
That's exactly
You-
what he did to him. He did that, and he would go through on the question of the week and just trash on randomly random. It was the funniest thing.
You have hurt
now
him
he's taking
forever.
it back.
He will be forever scarred because of you, Ethan.
Ethan, I've never heard your voice raised like that.
Hey,
Oh, that was rich. That was great.
Can someone get that audio bite and make a Lego commercial out of that?
hey,
Hey!
hey! In Lego City,
A man has fallen in the river in Lego City. Hey!
just show like a well, and you just hey, like from the person down the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Ethan's
so
the one
please
stuck
make
in the
that
well.
movie.
That was good. Hey,
Ethan.
All right. Now we're ready for some trivia.
are you guys actually ready for some trivia now?
We are.
That-
we are.
That was a good
I
laugh.
mean,
Now we can
I'm
go make fun of
never-
Matt.
I'm never ready for trivia, but
Yeah, exactly. You're never ready, but we'll,
I'm in
we'll
a
do
better
something.
mood. I'm in a better mood.
We gotta have a good mood to start trivia time. Alec just asked, "What $40 set should he get from Target?" Do you guys have any opinions?
Depends on what you like.
TIE
Depends
fighter.
on who you are and what you like. If you're a Star Wars guy, if you're a Marvel guy.
Fighter. Build up your Imperial army.
What if they don't like Star
Fair.
Wars?
Well, he asked. We gave an answer.
What's wrong with you?
Trash and basic opinion.
Basic
Also-
colors.
I love how we do the trivia time intro and our viewership just jumped a ton.
Hey,
They all
trivia's the
know.
best. They know.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
They know.
Wow,
They
you
know
don't
it's
like
trivia
tier
time.
list?
They don't like investments either, Brad. It's just the way it goes.
Hey, it's all educational. Mine's not. Mine's more fun than just educational. But it is
Tell us in
educational.
the comments what your favorite part of Stud Buds is.
Yes.
And the one
What's
that
your
gets no
favorite segment?
Okay, so Brad, you are up first. Let's take a quick look at what the score is right now. Showing the score 6.01, Ethan 6.01. I forgot to take those away, so we're gonna keep going.
No,
with
no,
it.
no, no. I keep them going.
We're
keep them
keeping
going.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, you
wanna
swear.
keep
I need to get
those?
some more .01.
I just know
0.02.
Matt is going to catch up, and it's going to be a difference.
It is going to be a difference. You
A
know,
difference
it is.
of 0.0 something,
Yes.
0.0. So Matt's at the lower end with 4, and our guests are at 3. So now that
6.
we know that, what?
I'm guessing 5.
You're
5.
guessing 5. Okay, so
Yep.
this is for you, Brad. So only Brad can guess what his number is.
Aw.
That's the only way it has to be
Oh.
on your turn to get the
Thank you,
point 0
Zane.
point. Sorry, I just got to put some rules in place.
I like that.
All right,
like
let's check this.
I like
Brad?
this.
Yep.
Rules.
5. I'm going 5.
He's going
Oh,
5. Brad's going 5.
it's not 5.
Go!
Oh, he got
Oh!
right off the gate. We didn't even get to the question yet, and Brad's at 6.02.
He's winning by a
He's
point.
This is my
Already,
least favorite segment.
Look at this.
I hate trivia time.
Oh man. Okay, so now let's
Guys,
get
I
to
think that's
question
all I
number
need.
5.
Just that. I'm going to walk away on a win here. All right. What's
Okay.
the question?
The question is,
Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh my
how many
goodness.
patents does Lego have? Dude.
Silence.
Dude. Yeah, pure crickets. Just crickets.
I want to say a really high number, but I feel like that's false.
Mm-mm.
Hey, just whatever you think is acceptable.
Nope,
for
Brad,
how many
a really
patents.
number.
50. 50.
Just Just 50?
Yes.
Okay. You said really high number. I was not expecting 50 to be the really high number.
I was thinking high number, but I decided to go low.
Oh.
You're so low. Han
Okay.
Solo.
Han Solo.
I will guess. I think it's. I think it's honestly a low number as well, but it's patents. 100. 100.
I'm about to prove Matt wrong with going in the middle at 75.
76.5. So we got 76.5. Which one is it?
765.
75 in the middle.
75, 50, and 100. Gentlemen, the point's going to go to Matt because it's over 600 patents.
I love trivia time.
I love trivia time.
Matt, but you don't have a 0.01 or 2.
Oh,
so,
yeah, but he's at 5 though. But what,
He's
if
at
he
five.
gets this
Back.
point-
He's coming back.
I'm going on a
If he
mad tear today.
Look at this. Brad's in the lead with 6.02. Ethan 6.01. Matt 5. And the guests are at 3. Okay.
We
So,
need a guest.
Oh boy.
Matt, this one's for you. What's the number you're choosing, my friend?
I'm not gonna get it, but I'm choosing lucky number 7.
Choose 5.
Lucky number 7. 5's gone off the board. Ethan.
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel.
Matt's on a roll
Oh, baby.
today. This.
I have to get it then. I'm not gonna
I'm
get
waiting
it.
for Ethan just to suck today.
He's just gonna do horribly. Look at that. We got to show everybody. Look at this. 5.01.
Matt, you gotta beat Ethan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt's
baby.
got the 5.01.
Random, we showed your
Question-
meme earlier. You missed it.
Oh, I love you too. Randomly random.
You know what, Matt? I think you might get this one. Okay.
Or don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm the same way. I always miss when.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
It seems pretty easy to me because I guessed it right off the bat.
Okay.
What Lego Star Wars set was produced in the same year in a different color?
I want to say something droid related, or like a singular color, or multiple different, like a different design in color.
Singular color, just one different color. Same thing, same year, different color produced.
Ethan knows. Ethan knows.
I have 2
Ethan?
ideas.
Let me look at my shelf here.
I'll give you guys a hint to this.
Don't give him.
Well, I would love to know your hint.
Tell us afterwards.
I don't want to. I'm
Ethan's
probably gonna
actually
get it wrong.
chomping at the bit for once. Look at this. Usually he's
I'm ready too. I got this.
I want to say the AAT, but I could be wrong because that's tan. I said I want to say. I'm not saying.
okay.
That was you
That was
saying.
you saying. That
Fine.
was you saying.
Fine. Whatever. You guys got it. Go for it.
It's my turn.
Yes.
I know what it is now.
The Star Destroyer, because it was in the other light gray color. Yeah.
It's true. In the
Wow.
same year, they came out with the same version with the updated gray color.
You
They
didn't specify that it was the same set, though.
What-
I would have got that, but whatever.
Oh, I guess because I was gonna say the Falcon or X-wing.
I was
Well,
gonna
that's
say
how
a
we're
Jedi
so produced.
Starfighter because I thought you meant the same name, but a different set number. Like
No,
not
it's-
a different set, like or the same
Same
set in a
set.
different color. I would have gotten that though, but whatever. Ethan, you got it.
I
Whatever,
needed it.
man. Someone sounds angry.
No, because I
Whatever.
covered that on the pieces thing. I explained that. Remember 2 weeks ago. Whatever.
Wow. Holy cow.
This
Someone's
is the worst thing.
This is the worst thing ever. Look at that. Look, Ethan's got 7.01. Oh man, Ethan's the top dog right now. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
6.
Brad's
Wait, is
angry
there six-
too.
is there
Brad's
six-
angry too.
Is there
not
6?
on here.
Not actually, no. I'm more
Wait,
angry
is
that
there
Ethan
6?
jumped ahead of me.
No.
I'm mad that Matt didn't do any work and get a point there.
Okay, I'm going with
Supposed to know this stuff.
I'm going with 2. I'm going with 3. 3. I'm going with 3. Lock in
Watch,
and
it's
If
gonna
we
land on
all
2.
got it,
Oh, Ethan.
Oh.
Ethan deserves that, doesn't he, Matt?
He
he
does.
does after that.
After taking your win, man. So you're saying that I should have told you that the same set in a different color? Because
That would have been a great hint. It was the same set in a different color.
Yeah.
I understood it fine.
Yeah, Ethan understood the question. just
That's
fine.
no, I thought that was the same thing too, where it's like I don't know. But go
Whatever.
for it.
I was
That's
thinking of the recent
Okay.
one, like the Volkswagen Beetle, but that's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
They change it.
I was honestly thinking they went the Han Solo Falcon. They did the Han Solo Falcon and then like the normal Falcon or something like that, or the Christmas X-wing and the X-wing. Like
I was thinking like the AAT, they made a different set of it.
I'm gonna have to write out a paragraph for each question to explain in the specific details. Now, Mr. Matt over there, I didn't know it was the set. Even though it says
All right,
what
what's
Star
the
Wars
question?
set.
Anyways,
The question is a very unique one that I didn't know until
Oh.
today. Okay.
Oh.
Did Lego bricks in the 60s and 70s contain toxins in their paint? True or false?
he got the 50-50 question.
I
don't
feel
get
bad
it,
for
I
Matt
get it.
now.
I know the answer.
Same.
Do you?
I'll know it after Ethan says it.
Yeah, this is we're either tied or I'm.
If you don't want to guess,
I am
I'll
putting
give to
it.
Matt.
I am putting it in private chat. Don't go to private chat. Go to something else. Don't go to.
Okay.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, only I'm
Can I
gonna
put
look.
it?
Okay. I'll answer in 5.
Well, if you want to look,
Crickets.
Brad, you can look because
I was gonna put in private chat too because I'm next. But no.
hang on.
50-50.
You gotta say something.
True.
You're saying true?
That's what he said.
It's true! Look at that.
I figured everything contained toxins back in the day.
It didn't label exactly what it was, but it contained metals and carcinogens in the yellows and reds to help keep the Lego colors vibrant for longer periods of time.
Do you know how I knew it was true?
Did you eat one and got really sick?
Yeah. No. Yeah, in the 60s and 70s before I was born.
No, I mean like the vintage ones you just got the other day. Like you just
here we
like,
go.
like popped one in. Like, yeah, see? Yeah. Boom. See? That
No,
needs to be a meme. Matt just tried to lick a Lego.
The
meme,
reason I
please.
knew it was true is because you wouldn't be asking the question if it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a very specific question, though, huh? Wait, that's the only way you knew? You didn't know that beforehand?
Nope.
Oh,
Deduced.
you deduced
Same.
it.
Problem
All right.
solving. So I learned it in high school, but these
Let's go.
homeschool
Next
kids,
question.
you know.
Okay, so
What?
We probably spent more time with our Lego than you public.
Oh my goodness.
look at
With
this one, guys.
homeschooling,
Ethan's
you.
a hard lead.
I don't know. The
Hardly.
homeschoolers are in the lead right now.
Yeah.
The homeschooler won the last one, so
Oh, man, yeah, Brad did
Yeah.
win. Brad won, and Ethan's coming up quick.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so now we have one more, guys. We have the speed round. Speed round. No
Okay,
chat,
anyone
no
can
I
guess.
gotta
comments.
get my point in here.
One, or 3. 1.
Three.
1.
Yeah,
10.
Sorry, two.
Oh.
Okay,
3.
so Brad, you're guessing 2.
Yeah.
Matt, you're guessing 10, and Ethan
1.
1. Okay, ready? We're gonna spin it. Remember, we're gonna read it.
Come
and
on,
then you
one.
can answer. And go.
1.
10,
Oh,
10, 10,
one,
10,
one.
10.
See who's it gonna
One,
be? What's it gonna
one,
be? What's it gonna be? 3.
Oh,
We all.
Everybody.
Nobody.
I
lost.
said 3 earlier too.
Brad, you
Nobody
just.
gets no points
Today is not your day, Brad, and that's okay.
No.
I got the
Man.
first one. I got the first spin though. That's all that
for
matters.
the first
All
one he did. Okay, question number
Question, read the
3.
question.
Here we go. Here we go.
True.
If you lay every brick that's made in 1 year, how many times will it go around the world?
27.
Only 1 year's worth. Okay. 27 times. 27.
I'm gonna go with 15 times around the world.
We got 27. We got 15. We're missing one more.
Do I want to go in the middle?
Don't
No.
don't do the very thing that you say.
The sword to destroy.
Do it,
9.
Matt. Do it.
9.
Oh, come on.
He's going 9. You're going 9.
I think it's
Yeah.
more than that.
Are we good?
Copyrighted.
We're going to be copyrighted.
I only played it for half a second. You're fine.
No, you still could get copyrighted.
That's okay. It's okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
5 times.
Woo!
That means Matt gets the point. Matt got 2 points. And Matt
I
got
started
2
out
points.
so strong today.
You did. You started out so good.
I'm sorry, Brad. I had to pinch you.
Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, everyone pay attention. Matt is at 6.01. Brad,
It did matter.
by 0.01. Look at that. 0.01. Oh man, the 0.01 did matter barely. Look at that, Matt. But look how
Still out
close
of
you
Matt.
are
That's
I
now.
all
know.
that matters.
That was such
That's
a
all that
good round.
matters.
Ooh. Well, gentlemen,
was
that is
horrible.
it for trivia time. Thank you guys.
No.
We lost Matt.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. But that is it for trivia time, guys. And up next, Mr.
That was
Breaking Up
fun.
Brad. I know he's super excited about this.
Guys, it's time to talk some tier lists. All right. So if I'm right, this is what we had last week. What did we do last week?
Come on, Brad.
I don't
Brad,
remember
Mr.
either.
Producer.
I will give
I
you a
blanked.
hint.
Oh,
This
it
is
was
not,
the dinosaur ones. The dino.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
not
Dino Attack.
new.
We did it.
You did not put Dino Attack on it.
Is it Dino Tech in this one?
No.
No. Okay. Sorry. I have a hard time updating these because I can't do them.
Oh,
when I'm
that's
at work.
life. You're
I-
good.
But okay, so there's 2 on this list that I want to point out: Ultra Agents and Agents. So those 2 themes were kind of part of an Agents line, and there was one before all of these. Now, there's
Superior agents.
And I wanted to see, how does this theme compare to those? And in my opinion, this theme's better. This theme's better by far. I didn't even realize that this was technically considered an Agents theme, guys. But we're going back. We're going to go all the way back to 2001 for this one for Alpha Team. I
remember
remember
that.
because the last wave of them, my siblings owned part of that, and very fond memories connect with these. And I want to see. And I also did some stuff I've never done before on this. So let's get into this, guys. I got some really cool stuff here to talk about. I even got a commercial to play later on for the theme, so you guys can get a little more stuff about it. But guys, so by the way, this theme was created in 2001 and it lasted till 2005. Alpha Team was a theme based on a group of secret agents and it endeavors to stop the evil Ogle. The theme ran for 2
Ogle.
years, then took a year break, and then came back in 2004. The theme did have an online game, comics, and a video game for PC. The interesting thing, though, about this is the video game released a year before the theme came out in 2001. And then Lego produced the game into a theme. So this was the same team. The people who made the game were the same people who had made a bunch of other big games around that time. I'm pretty sure it was like Lego Racers and those ones. But they had also, the team had a great success with Barbie. They had like a Barbie game where you could like change your, I don't know. There's great success. So they came to Lego with a whole different idea. And Lego was like, we don't like this. We want a Secret Agents one directed more towards boys. There is still footage of what the original game looked like. And the only 2 characters they kept from it were TV and Ogle. But an original one, it was way different from what it is now. And then the game was released, and then a year later they based the first theme around it, the first couple waves around the game, and then after that they did another wave of it. So there's 3 waves total after all this that were kind of its own thing, but still went with the theme. I'm not gonna lie, this theme gets crazy. We're gonna start off pretty simple here, but it does
As crazy
get
as
kind of
Ultra Agents. The Tornado Maker.
And I do have to say, this
I'm
has some
throwing it
great
away.
stories with it. Because there is so much stuff around it, there is a lot of great material to tell you guys kind of about the stories that went around it.
Okay.
So one good thing about the theme was each set came usually with only one member of the team, at least in the first wave. So it's easy to collect the whole team because usually you could get one of each set and you would get the whole team, and it wasn't like you're getting multiple members of the team. But some sets you did get a couple. Each wave dealt with a different mission. The team went on a different to stop a different Ogle plan. So basically, each theme was a different mission, and each theme wave was a different time of Ogle trying to do something to the world. So I'm going to tell you wave by wave, and then I'm going to show you the characters, and so I'll show you kind of the first wave, show you the sets talk about the first wave, show you the sets, talk about the second, show you the sets. So the first wave, Ogle creates mind control orbs, which Ogle could use to make mindless skeleton drones that he controlled. On top of that, this is really weird. He could control the weather and storms with a special organ he had.
Here we go
the Alpha
again.
team ended up stopping him. This is kind of different though. So we're going to go here to this.
Ooh, I like the airboat.
That's pretty cool.
So this is Ogle's Command Strike. It went for $4 back in the day.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is Alpha Team Cruiser for $7. And on the first wave, you notice that each of the main characters have like a special of those like graded plate colors that go with them. So like Rada was red. Dash, who came in this says Alpha Team Helicopter.
Yeah, Dash.
The cool colors were super cool with it too.
That neon clear.
That looks like
This
Benny.
is Alpha Team ATV.
Benny.
I have that stickered piece on the front of the little tank thing.
I see. It's Secret Agent Matt.
And then here's the Alpha Team Bomb Squad.
What is up with their faces?
It's so
You gotta
Is that a
remember this
unibrow on that one guy? Go back one, Brad. He's got a unibrow.
they tried making these characters. I mean, their characters do look really cool in my opinion, and they get even cooler later on.
Serious.
And then this is Ogle's mutant. Ogle's Control Center.
Cool.
Ah,
Wow.
All right.
This is very different than the other agents.
yeah.
Yes.
Stuff.
So this one was
Yes.
50. This one was 50. 35, 20, and $10. All right. So that was the whole first wave.
yes. Oh, what did that say?
What? So
Say
the
that all again because I
second
wasn't listening.
the second wave, the Alpha.
Keep going, Brad.
Going. Don't
Oh
stop.
my gosh, you guys are stop keep distracting people. The second wave Alpha team had to stop Ogle and his new team of skeleton drones underwater. Ogle created a new
It even
orb
works underwater.
that mutate sea creatures to do his bidding. The Alpha team combat him. A bunch of new vehicles for underwater to stop him, and they ended up blowing up Ogle's base and reverting the creatures back to normal. So
I
I'm
like the
so
name.
glad that Ogle is what we're talking about.
Mhm.
It's really.
we did just talk
annoying.
about him recently too. So this is Alpha Team Robot Diver. I'm pretty sure. No wait.
Robot diver.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little robot that goes with it. We got the bad guy squid thing here.
Ooh.
I didn't have these in the right
Ooh.
order. I messed up.
Transparent green spear. Interesting.
Yeah.
That is
So there's
cool.
some cool stuff in this. It's another Ogle.
I think you're cool.
His gold visor is really cool.
And also, if you can
Yeah.
tell, the set boxing did change, which is kind of cool. I like how they kept it like to the theme itself. So this one was like underwater. So
Yeah.
it's got like some cool underwater stuff. So this is like one of the weird mutated sea creature.
With arms.
Again, it's a little bit crazy, a little bit wonky.
I
Squid
like that
thing.
one. Looks familiar. I think I had that one as a kid.
Right, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So then we got like the good guy, the bad guy base here. Each of them did come with like an old goal base. They kind of have the final mission where you defeat his base.
Mm.
The sub, and this could detach too.
Oh, I had that
Uh,
one. Oh yeah, I definitely had that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
That. Oh yeah, Jesus. That. Oh man, talk about memories.
Oh boy.
Ooh. I'm serious. Like I played with that one in the hot tub and everything. Like that one was serious.
Wow. In the hot tub.
And then here's another one.
Tell me I have a hot tub. Lying to me.
I'm just showing you guys these. So you got a bunch of different and each of them come with a different member of the team, and some of them did come with the orbs if you look closely, like the bad guy orbs.
Nostalgia.
Yep. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool parts, a lot of cool colors.
You're cool.
So, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this so far?
I love it.
Different, very different from other stuff that we've looked at in the past.
I absolutely love it.
I kind of feel like the second one
playable theme.
Agreed. So this is where, in my opinion, it gets good. Some people disagree with me, but I highly disagree with them. So
I highly disagree with them.
Quickly read this out, and then I have the commercial to play for this part. Zane, can you pop that up for me again?
Yes, I sure can. I was just waiting to share the screen. That way it didn't jump up in the middle of you reading all that stuff.
The third and final wave was called Deep Freeze. This time, Olgel used ice orbs to freeze the world. Alpha Team again came in with new vehicles and fought Olgel in Antarctica. After a big fight, Olgel ended up freezing the Alpha Team and time itself. The team was saved by an Alpha Team member, Zed, who was protected from the time freezes and distrust the rest of the team to defeat Olgel. But this is the commercial for this individual wave of the set right here. So if you want to play that for me.
And playing.
It's another ice orb.
Olgel's been here.
Run!
A cold-hearted villain is freezing the world, and one team will put him on thin ice.
We're cut off.
Let's fly. Initiate alpha. Initiate alpha. Initiate alpha.
Look at that.
Let's go.
Adapt.
Lego Alpha Team.
It's Starkiller Base.
I didn't know Star Killer Base was there. I'm sorry.
Legitimately was Starkiller Base.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But tell me that wasn't amazing though. That jet did it all for me.
All right, so
That
I'll
was
show you guys. So the cool thing about these is a lot of vehicles could transform in its own way. So this was the team for that one. So quickly, yes, I already read all that. All right, so we got the cheap set here. This one is, let me quickly get down to my notes here. Chill Speeder, Flex, and this one, as you saw, could turn into a little mech.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool.
With the legs, yeah.
So my brother owned this one. It was super cool. But this one is Ice Blade, and for the record, this one for $10. And it could transform into this, and it wasn't even like you had to tear it apart. Like it legitimately transformed.
That was $10.
Yeah,
Wow.
this was
Probably $5.
$4.
Wow.
So this could transform into this, right? Like, okay, isn't that kind of cool though? That
$10 for
sand
that better
blue.
than the $10
It
card.
was like
So like inflation with inflation nowadays, that would probably run at like 15.
yeah, something like that. So this was one of my favorites. And then there was this one.
that is cool.
Tundra Tracker. My brother had this, and this one could transform into this, where it kind of like reached up and the drill came out.
Wow.
So then there was this one. This one was Blue Eagle versus Snowcrawler, and this one was cool because you see that little blue part, like you see the part right behind the cockpit there, like the little gray thing that's sticking out.
Yeah.
You could swing that down, and a claw could come down, and then it could hook the blue thing on the speeder that was sticking up there, and pull that pin out, and then the creature would like fall apart.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Cool.
And then
That's
of course
cool.
it could transform into like an ice blade where like the wings came down like this, and they could like go across the ice. And there was a video game online which you could do all these on. It was a lot of fun. And then there was this, which is the mobile command center, and this one could fold up to like what we've seen in the past with the mobile command center, and a couple of I think the vehicles could go in there. Everything could come packed up nicely. And a few of the sets did come with those like ice blocks, and then at least like a minion or two or some sort of creature. And then we have Olgel's Mountain Fortress. And this one is shaped like a skull. Just kind of cool little fact.
Cool.
The base plate though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So then in 2005, two more sets came out. We have the Scorpion Orb Launcher.
That's cool.
And This one could transform. And then you had the Blizzard Blaster. And now this one's supposed to be like after time freezes, he's in this vehicle. And as you can see, that transforms into like some sort of snow like thing. And it's got the giant darts, which everyone loves. But yeah, so like these two kind of came out later on. And according to there was a magazine on like the Life magazine that told you to write in to do the story of what happened between these two. And but yeah, this one came with Zed, and he saves all the Alpha team from freezing, basically. But what do you guys think of that wave, just in general?
I
I
like
like it.
I like it.
Transforming capability.
very, very playable. Like,
And that's why I like the last wave. I like the playability. I like how you can transform vehicles very easily. Honestly, like I kind of want to get the set now, just like or find the pieces, see if I still have in my collection. But like, because I think it's so cool that you can turn around, turn into a helicopter. And this thing that you can do this with, and there was a little thing to turn the drill, and you could actually like kind of break those apart. So I actually went through, and there are all these minifigures, and so there is like kind of team members. So I was able to compactly put them into photos together to kind of make it easier. So the first one is Dash Justice. He's the team leader. So I made it so you guys can see the different years. So
What year did this start? I'm sorry.
So 2001 started.
2001.
So this is Dash. He's the motion expert, as it's called.
honestly,
he's
like
the team
the first
leader.
one. The best.
I like the last one, but I guess I had him, so that made it a little different for me.
Okay.
Oh, you like?
But,
I mean, this
also-
one is cool.
Yeah.
You're cool.
So then after that, there was Crunch, which was explosive expert, and later he was yeah, right. There are some really fun names in this. Later he was replaced by Diamond Tooth in 2004.
Did he die?
I don't know. They just
He got
because there was like
crunched.
a few later. They just they added new team leaders, so he was like the new explosive expert. This was my
He
favorite.
wasn't the
minifigure.
captain. Oh,
No. So this was the leader. This was the explosives expert.
I
So you
have
see
that
with the
minifigure
TNT.
head somewhere around here.
That's cool.
Wow.
This one's kind of odd, but Rada, laser expert. Now the reason I say it's odd, we
Those
had
lips.
the figure on the far right, and I'm not gonna lie, like she was. Me and my friend treated her like she was Wild Style from the Lego Movie, like she was the badass like character. But this was Rada, and as I did, I tried to make it so you could see the years that for the different waves.
Yeah.
So 2001 was the
Yeah, I
first
like
wave,
this.
2002, 2004 was the third wave.
I
Very
like
cool.
the 2001 the best.
Charge was the electricity expert.
Whoa.
Charge.
He changed a lot.
Yeah, so some of the
Yeah.
figures did change. They kind of changed them up because, like, the first round of figures, they kind of like used the game to kind of set it up to make them into minifigures. So that's Cam was motors expert.
Whoa. Like
And she
cam
was-
shaft like in an engine.
She was replaced by Arrow in 2004.
How
Who was
dare
the new
they?
mechanic.
Yeah, what arrow? That has nothing to do with engines. There's cam shafts in an engine. That's horse. That's
Love
horse.
how that's
stuff.
what you're mad about.
G-rated content.
I didn't say anything. I said stuff.
So then there was Flex, who this is the legit
Is he the
description
muscle?
I heard of him. He's the flamboyant ropes expert. But like
What?
flamboyant as in like crazy, like wild, like woo, like that's why he has a big smile in the first too.
Yeah, I like that first one.
I like
Yeah,
that
I like
face.
that first one. First one is OG best.
So then there's TV, who we did talk about in
There's
previous
TV. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so- because as again, this was the throwback. So in 2001, so TV is the team's communications robot. In first one, that's what he looked like in the original video game. And then they made him into an underwater submarine to kind of go with the team. And then in 2004, they made him into this humanoid android, which some people didn't like, but I did like. If you look at the rest of the minifigures, it goes with that. It goes
Yeah.
with that. He's like, because they kind of made. I want to say they made it a little more darker looking for every figure, and so it kind of made sense why they turned him a little into like an android.
The submarine's the only one that doesn't really fit the TV android. In my opinion.
Well, he's because they're underwater. The little
Yeah.
submarine guy allowed him to go around water with them. Is the reason I saw. it was cool. It's kind of a cool idea to change it up, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And then there was Zed.
Whoa. Yeah.
Lego
then-
printing.
Yeah, right. They all actually have Lego print, like printing.
Yeah.
If you look at it.
That's pretty good.
Very
So then
nice.
there's Ogle, and the first one he did have both hands. Second one he had a gray hook, and the last one he had like the red hook. But literally basically looked the same throughout.
So he's just black.
Yes, with the hook.
Huh.
Like he's supposed to be just like this, mysterious villain kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
And then these are the skeleton drones.
I like the skeleton.
So this is the ice ones on the right and the underwater ones on the left. And this is what they used for this was from the video game. This look, I'm pretty sure that's why they kept it for the first wave.
The mismatching legs.
Yeah, and you can see that that's for all of them.
Yeah.
That's their thing. The half and half.
And for the record, if you do see like in the first, if you look at the video game footage of it and stuff, they look very much like these figures on 2001. And then as they progress later on, they actually changed them up to make it a little more darker, I guess you could say, and stuff. Funny thing though, so Dash in the game, they were having a hard time designing him.
Yes.
The head of the company kept saying, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. So finally, they're just like, they made him look like the guy who was in charge of Lego at the time. And he was like, oh, that's great. And he didn't even realize that they basically just made him into a figure for the game.
Like nothing makes the man happy, so they just made it of him.
Himself.
Yeah. So Dash is basically the guy who ran Lego at the time.
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure he was the guy who ran Lego, but so
Wow.
that's Alpha Team. I know I put a lot of description and I put a lot.
No, that's good.
That's
So-
good.
I love the commercial. Like I say, I love
Yeah.
the commercial. Everyone watching, leave us a comment what you guys thought about the commercial as part of tier list to help give you a visual representation. I love it. I had the submarine sets as a kid. They're so fun. Like underwater playing with it, like as you would move it, the propellers would spin and it actually felt like it was a submarine. Like it was just a lot of fun, and the transforming ability of it, the creativity, it was endless. It reminds me of like power miners and stuff like that. Like here's your good guys, bad guys, a bunch of vehicles, transforming vehicles, but what else can you put into this? What other MOCs can you make? What other worlds, what other things can you put into this and call it the same theme,
Quick question. Do you guys think they did this better than the other two Agents themes that came after it?
Yes.
Honestly, I liked. What was the first Agents that we covered?
Careful,
Just
boy.
Agents. And then there was Ultra Agents.
See, this to me is not necessarily as. I know they are agents, but I think Agents did the agent idea well. I
Yeah,
think they did
I
it
think
better than this.
This seems like secret spy.
Yes.
type.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's not really agents, it's more like secret spies. Like that's what they kind of called
This
it.
is
and
Alpha Team.
yeah,
And
it's
yeah.
Alpha
Yeah.
Team. So
Exactly. So I think they did the spy thing well.
Okay.
It's I don't know how to put this. I think it's just I like the story, but it is kind of involved and out there for me. Not necessarily in a bad way, but not necessarily in a good way.
I know what you
I
mean.
hate
Have
this,
you
I'm not funny
seen?
with this theme.
Have you ever seen Austin Powers?
mhm.
No.
There's clips of it.
Well, just think of it. Like, there's a bad guy who lives in a volcano lair. Like, this dude lives in a skull lair with skeleton minions
Yeah.
doing his bidding. Like, that's pretty much it. And you're just.
I think there's heavy playability, but other than that, I don't
that's-
really. It doesn't really interest me.
you
I
like the
don't think
sets?
you need. I don't think you need the story to play with these sets because it's agents. I
No.
mean, I didn't even know the story, and I loved these sets growing up.
Yeah.
At least in the last wave. I only had the last wave because that's what my siblings had. And honestly, they were some of the coolest sets I always thought.
So, what
I
did
mean,
you do after you were done playing with the sets?
Kept them forever. Put it on a shelf and then play with it again later.
Bin, but I probably wouldn't have put them into the bin if I. But that was me as a kid.
Yeah.
All my Star Wars sets went. Into
Yeah.
it. That's not to me a great description of that because it's like everything I had went into the bin.
True. My Star Wars sets, my 2004 Mos Eisley Cantina went in the bin, and I have no idea where all that stuff went. Like everything just eventually goes in the bin once you build it and play with it. So
when you're a kid.
When you're a kid, but I see what you're saying though.
I wasn't like that as a kid, but I guess I was a weird kid.
You weren't like that as a kid,
I
because you would take it apart and put it in the bin, and then you'd make your own stuff with the pieces.
Yeah,
I didn't do that.
And also, my brother, he would buy a set, keep it around for a little bit, and then tear it up and make something awesome out of it. So that's what happened to all these sets too, because he was super creative. So like, it wasn't exactly me that tore them up. So
mine was definitely me.
No, yeah,
mine was
I
I still
forgot
put sets in the bin.
Yeah,
Good
no,
sets
you
in the
really
bin.
I feel as though I don't hate it. That's not what I'm saying. I think it's very different than everything else, and I don't like as an adult. I'm neither here nor there with it, but as a kid, I think it's cool.
I think it's perfect for
I think this is S tier.
What, you don't think
genuinely?
So?
Genuinely.
He has nostalgia. That's like how I was with Toy Story and even Ninjago.
I do want to say though, there
a lot of these are stickered, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But who cares?
I don't think I put stickers on any of them. I think I just did my thing.
Like certain themes they tried to transition to other parts. Like they did a good job of here's your normal agents versus bad guy. Here's your underwater, and here's they go to Antarctica to fight.
I like
the bad
that
guy.
I like
they
that.
did a good job of transitioning between the ones and not keeping the same vehicle. Like every wave felt interesting, its own unique. The bad guys had its own interesting stuff. I like how each one has a basis
within the
yes.
theme.
I want that again.
Some of these are pretty cheap on Bricklink, Zane.
Oh my god, I'm gonna buy them all. I'm going to.
And they cool, yeah. Like I think the last wave, in my opinion, I like how this can transform. It did it smoothly. It did it well. The fact that this can go to this easily, I'm gonna keep going back to that. I think that just shows how well the last wave was good. And as I said with the Home Alone set, there are certain times where they just don't do transitions well. They don't. Lego does like it doesn't. You have to tear it apart in some ways. Like it doesn't transition well. Where these themes sets it, I think the last wave was really good. I think all these waves were solid for their time period too. You know, for 2001, this is pretty much a 2001 theme right here. And I do like how it's almost like
Ethan, when were you born?
03.
This theme is pre-Ethan. I was 6 when these were out.
Wow.
I was 4 when the third wave came out.
Third wave. Did you exist in 2000? Yeah, you did.
I did.
I was born in 97. So I would have been what? 2001 when the first set came out?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
4,
5.
You were 5?
I can't do math.
You would have been 4.
Thoughts, Ethan here.
I think my favorite part is probably the minifigure heads in the first wave.
I think I honestly, for certain themes, don't have solid. I think these had solid minifigures all the way through.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I
do have to say that. That's one of the reasons I showed these so
I like
much.
the characters.
It's the best part of the theme.
She got wrenches and dynamite on them. Like their figures show pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then when they went a little bit darker, they updated the figures. You know, like a little bit newer and the older. Each figure fit the wave well for the wave it was in.
Fun thought though. The one where the smiley face dude, that reminds me of Batman, the Lego Batman movie.
Oh yeah.
When he's like Alfred Butler with 2 T's. Like it's like that face.
You need to watch the Batman movie if you haven't. The Lego Batman.
Have you seen it? Have you guys seen it?
I've seen it. I saw it in the theater.
Oh my god! I really feel like I wish they used that piece. Like,
pew pew pew.
It's just for me. It's not up there for me. I don't know why. I can't necessarily articulate it. It's just I'm not. And I know it's personal, but like I'm just not as interested in it. Like these are sets that I would definitely tear apart and want to build something different out of them. When I was a kid and building Star Wars, I wanted to keep it as that vehicle because I wanted that vehicle. And every once in a while, I would take a piece off of something and maybe try to build something else like Ethan does. But I like to collect, and I like to play with them as a kid entirely. I honestly did display my Lego as a kid.
I mean, I might have
Zane,
rolled.
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me, Zane?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just I pulled up.
You can see him watching videos down there.
Oh
Come on,
my
Zane. You can
gosh.
see him
I'm
screaming.
sorry. I've repeatedly watched Alfred Butler with 2 teeth.
Oh my goodness. You are 5 years old.
You think I'm a child? You know what? Look, you get to watch it now.
Oh my,
Everyone
no. We're not
No,
doing
no.
this
You have
right
to
now.
watch it.
No,
5
We're
seconds.
not doing
5
this right now,
seconds.
Zane. We're 5 more minutes. Let us finish the show. We're crying out loud.
Oh, he did it.
Anyways, I would rate this. And I know we have so many there. It's a B to me. It's a B.
Can I just say though, you say you really like the last the normal agents one. You gave that a C.
Did I?
You gave that a C. Yes, and you said you really liked that afterwards.
I would change that to
I
a
don't-
B.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I would
from-
change that to a B
tier
and
list?
change this to a C. Honestly, if that's the
What is
Ethan.
average to you? Is C average or B average?
C is an average theme. All right, Ethan.
B
What-
is good, but it's not something I would buy.
Ethan, give me a letter and tell me why you give it that letter. If you need me to start pulling up more pictures, just let me know.
Ethan's been quiet.
Pull up the thing.
What thing? The tier list?
Tier list?
Yeah, the tier list. Yeah.
Do you want me to get a more updated one?
If you
I'll just-
could. So Matt,
Yes,
you're going
I'll throw
with
that
a
up
B
for
then?
now.
I'm going with a B. But
Going
I
with
would
a B,
change
yeah.
agents. I don't know why I said agents as a C before.
I don't want to change it though because I feel like there's a reason we.
No,
put it.
there was a reason, but I would have to go and rewatch the show.
It's hard to put because it's hard to set aside. I don't have nostalgia towards this theme, but
I
there's
have
certain
such hard
themes that
nostalgia.
it's hard. Do we face it? Do we rate it with nostalgia or not? Because I feel like
Yes.
some sets we rate with nostalgia, and
And
some
some we
sets
don't.
we don't. Like it's hard.
I have no nostalgia for this. Zero.
And I think when the
I have
nostalgia comes
nothing.
into it, I feel like it's based on if you have those memories and
Well, you can explain
Like,
why
you
you
can-
like it.
yeah. So the nostalgia aspect of it is not just because it's old; it's because you can remember the feeling you had seeing those when they were actually came out from through a kid's eyes. Like
Mhm.
for me,
Can I
through a
just say
kid's
that-
eyes, I loved the submarine. I love what I could do with it. I love playing with it. I love the figures. I love the bad guys, the good guys. It didn't just have to be in this agent's theme. It was anything. It was just a
Yeah.
crazy ship, and there was good and bad, and it was just there in the
It was
living.
awesome.
Like that's my nostalgia. I just remember all of that.
Yeah. And that's
Brad?
how I feel. There was good and bad guys too, and you fight the ice guys off, and they were cool. They could transform. Me and my friend played hours with these, and the fact that I could do that means to me was a good thing. And I just want to say, like Axial Force, you guys rated that as a B. I would have given it an S, but you guys also didn't understand. You started playing with Bionicle, and you said you were moving around the arms and stuff. You said the
Yeah.
same thing with the mech. That's what Axial Force was with me. Axial Force was this thing where you can move around the arms, fire the guns, do all that cool stuff. And so it's the same, like, sometimes I feel like you have to throw nostalgia in because if you could play with that sets and well, it was a good theme usually. And if so, you don't have that experience. You're just looking at the sets being like, oh, this is a bad theme. I think this theme did a really good job here. I
I don't think it's bad. I just think it's
Average.
honestly it's there's a lot of story, and I think honestly too much story kind
but
of
for the record, all that story came from the video. You didn't even need to play the video games or any of that stuff. It just there was that story, so I shared it. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that helps the theme just so you understand where these sets are coming from, the background of them.
But here's the thing for me, like if I need to have the story read to me in a sense without understanding it from looking at it, like could you honestly look at those sets and know what the story is? I couldn't.
I think the boxes tell the story too, in a way. This is literally what the instruction booklet looked like. You can pretty get a good idea that those bombs are ice bombs or that they're an ice planet just by the look of the stuff. This is underwater. They're fighting underwater. You know what the good guys are. You know what the bad guys are. The colors make that obvious. Same thing with these. You kind of understand what's going on here without too much, at least in my personal opinion. That's where I'm coming from.
It just seems conflicting in a lot. Like there's a lot of different stuff, and it's like, okay, and then I have submarine, and I have a helicopter, and I have all. I don't know if it becomes too much after a time.
I think if I am right, there were comics in the back of the book for each one.
Okay, that would be cool.
Like short comics, kind of about the vehicle itself.
The early Marvel sets had those, and those were really cool.
So did the early Star Wars sets.
Yes.
The early Star Wars sets, like the 99 X-Wing, had a comic where the X-Wing actually crashes, and then it makes something else, and then that breaks, and you make something else. Like that was like part of the build experience.
And then the posters, the Star Wars posters, those were cool. I wish those were really cool.
Ethan,
Ethan, what do you rank this?
And why? Be honest.
C.
Oh.
With friends, huh?
It's hard to rate because it's what?
You can't rate friends with like you can't compare them.
All right,
They're
so
two different things.
I know.
Zane, what do you rate it?
Let me see it again.
S. He rates it S.
I really want to rate it an S, but I mean they do have flaws. There is a bunch of stickers. There is minimalism through some of the sets. I mean, as much as I would love to just put it in an S because I love it and I will buy all of them again, I can't wholeheartedly give it an S with based on everything we rank everything else. Like I got to keep it fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's either a high B or a low A.
I'm giving it an A too. A little bit of nostalgia built into it, but I also really liked the theme. And even now, looking back at some of these, I do kind of wish I'd had kept them still. So I think they'd be super cool to have.
And Matt, you're
why
a B?
can't y'all build them back? Do you not have a parts bin to build them back, or?
This one I think we're missing some pieces for, but I probably could in a way. I probably could.
Ethan, I'm 26, dude. The parts bin is gone for a while now, buddy. It's gone.
But I'd also love to because they're technically my siblings' sets. I'd love to have them as actually mine.
So where does it fall then? So you're an A, Matt's a B. I'm between B and A.
I think it falls in a B.
I think it falls
in a B. That's kind of the middle of everything.
Yeah.
B it is. We need to make our things longer.
No, it will wrap to the next line.
It'll shrink. Yep.
Shrink.
Wow.
No, it'll just boost it down a little bit each time.
Oh, okay. I understand. No, that was cool. That was definitely a different theme than we've covered before, and it's a very different story. And I would agree it's more spies than Asian. But it kind of goes in the same bin.
Yeah.
I like the way we did that though. I like the story with the commercial with the sets. I just like that tier list. That was a good tier list, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice. I think it was a great show. Honestly,
it was a good show. And Matt,
see, that's what's happening.
Where do you think? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, all right. Where do you think people could come and tell us how they felt about the show? Matt, do you know where they could do that?
I think a perfect place that I've been living a little more too is the Discord. I think if people could come in there, we have different sections that they could, leave comments. If you just want to chat with other Lego fans, there's a great general discussion that's always occurring there. Just check in with us, and we'll be able to talk to you as well.
Brad, what else can they do in the Discord? Do we have something we can show them so that just to help better explain? I just want to make sure everyone gets the full picture.
You can ask us questions.
Oh, questions.
Are you feeling down? Are you feeling low? Are you struggling to find others with that same Lego connection? Join the Stud Buds Discord server. This server allows you to talk to anyone that has that same passion for Lego just like you. You can talk Lego, share pictures of your epic Lego collection, show your Lego MOCs, and more. So stop what you're doing and join the Stud Buds Discord server today.
Sound effects may include nausea, craziness, 2x4 vigilante, Lego addict, mat dancing, destroying Lego sets for one piece, stepping on a Lego part, living in your parents' basement, buying an extra UCS Falcon, and loneliness.
That was amazing, guys. Thank you so much for that information. I loved every bit of that.
And
Oh my
Zane,
goodness.
you know, you have a shirt there, but I feel like there's a better shirt you might be able to have. Where could you find a better shirt?
I think a better shirt than my Block.studios merch in my my beacon down below would also be a good one to check out is the Stud Buds merch, which is also in its very own beacon and everything below as well. Ethan doesn't have his on today, but he probably has a mug and there's hats and phone cases and anything you could want in that store. So check out the store today, guys. Find something you want, and if there's something that's not there that you guys think we should put in there, leave a comment and let us know.
If you're in
Brad,
if you're in Texas in a year, Brick Rodeo.
Brick Rodeo.
No one cares
Brad?
about Texas. Okay.
Would you like to do the honors?
Alrighty. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed the show today and give us a comment down below what you think of it and what themes, investments, MOCs you guys want us to look at. I can also do that in the Discord server, as we've said. So, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy all the other Studbuds shows that are out there. If you guys are sad that Studbuds isn't happening for a whole week, we have tons of them, including playlists of our older shows. So you guys should definitely go check those out. All the stuff down below, everything you can find on their YouTube, Instagram, guys. We'll have fun. Hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget to break up to that next level, guys.
Peace
out.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.